1 Epic 5e Campaign. In 3 physical hardcover books spanning 900 pages of content for only $73, which is like the price of a single D&D book nowadays. But wait, Bob, those D&D books cost $70 now because they're bundled with digital versions. Oh yeah. I forgot to mention that this physical 3-book set includes a PDF version and a Shard Tabletop VTT version to play with your friends online. It's an unbelievable value, and I haven't even told you anything about the campaign yet, so allow me to introduce you to The Curse of the Usurper. And yeah, this is just book 1 by Tomb Guardians Inc., who are sponsoring this entire little video where I get to tell you about their new release. Curse of the Usurper is a brand new 5e campaign, so fully compatible with the D&D 5e rule set, except that it seems a little out of place with how much content you get for the price, but you already know about that. The campaign itself takes your party from levels 1 to 15 through several highly detailed regions as they gradually collect clues and items that will help them put an end to the Curse of the Usurper. But before we go over more details and all the GM tools and resources being offered with this campaign, I want to remind folks who know my videos that I don't love running huge campaign modules unless they are truly modular. And while obviously I haven't read all 900 pages yet, that seems to be the case with The Curse of the Usurper. You can take the quests, the locations, monsters, magic items, NPCs, and more, and plug them into pretty much any D&D style fantasy campaign world. For example, they sent me this review copy of Book 1, Trouble in Havdir, which starts off on a seafaring introductory quest, Tavernsbane Freighter. The ship was so named due to being a floating tavern with ridiculously cheap booze, so whenever it comes to port, all the locals and sailors flock to it, hurting the business of more traditional taverns. So easy to put that into any game, and that's the theme here. This prologue includes 4 maps for the different levels of the Tavernsbane Freighter, several rumors that seamlessly introduce elements of the wider campaign, as well as 9 original creature stat blocks for the captain, the crew, and some monsters. For example, while your party is on the Tavernsbane, they can face any of the 3 introductory encounters, 1 focused on skill challenges, 1 for roleplay and investigation, and 1 best suited for combat. Then it ends with an exciting attack by one of the campaign's new monsters, an aquatic Nehidium-spawned abomination, hooking the party into the main quest. And that's all in the first 30 pages. The rest of this book details the port city of Havdir with more maps, NPCs, factions, rules for crime and punishment, and 12 side quests spread across 30 different areas to explore. Just flipping through, I really liked Varen's secondhand goods with a table of suspicious goods, which is not only funny but also practical because it includes prices right on the table and indicates if there's more info for each item listed in the appendices. And you may have noticed there a little QR code among the read-aloud descriptive text that you can scan with your phone to almost instantly open a link and play a professional narration for your group. That said, I prefer the QR codes for the 10 original music tracks found throughout the book, which I would absolutely use for my games, whether or not I were running this particular campaign. Isn't that awesome? Back to the campaign. This book also contains 4 major quests, and 3 out of these 4 seem to be completely campaign neutral, based on their introductions and a quick scan of the details. So let me remind you, all of that useful sandbox-style plug-and-play material we just talked about is only Book 1. Book 2, Darklands of Vlaskel, sends your heroes to negotiate with vampiric royalty, explore an occultist asylum, and attempt to assassinate a frost giant jarl or a vampire queen. And Book 3, Lost Mines of Shekel, is an adaptable mega-dungeon where long ago, a clan of dwarves dug too deep, as dwarves are wont to do, and the party ultimately confronts the ancient source of the Curse of the Usurper. The entire 3-book set for Curse of the Usurper is a level 1 to 15 campaign, over 900 pages filled with 60 maps, 50 magic items, 100 original stat blocks, and QR codes for 10 music tracks and tons of professionally narrated descriptions. Right now on Kickstarter through the link below, you can get the PDF version for the ridiculously low Kickstarter only price of $35, or the physical version and digital versions for only $73. And if somehow that's not enough, this Kickstarter has add-ons like a custom GM screen, custom dice, tons of cards for items and NPCs, 6 pre-generated characters with physical miniatures, but like 50 total physical miniatures and over 400 other 3D printable files, not to mention an entire supplemental adventure book. And a limited number of backers can work with their writers and artists to create your own original NPC or monster with its own miniature to become part of this campaign, the largest 5e adventure ever written. Really, Curse of the Usurper is giving a ridiculous bang for your buck, and you can check it out now through the link below so they know who sent you. Being nice to our sponsors is a great way to support this channel, and so is liking and sharing this video if you want to show it to your game group. But however you support what I do, thank you, and keep building.